There is tough talk from Canada's Public Safety Minister today, who says illegal migrants are undermining the usual welcome that Canadians are giving to legitimate refugees. Minister Vic Toews thinks that's only going to change if the opposition supports the Tory government's human smuggling bill. It's been 5 months now since the MV Sunsea was escorted into CFB Esquimalt, carrying nearly 500 Sri Lankan migrants, some with links to the Tamil Tigers. News reporter Astrid Braunschmidt has the story. She joins us live with more. Astrid.
Well, Hudson, the MV Sunsea was tracked for months before it entered our waters, and with talk that there could be another ship carrying Sri Lankan migrants maybe coming our way, the Harper government says it is time to crack down on human smuggling. Canada's Public Safety Minister is drumming up support for Bill C-49, which would slap human smugglers with tougher penalties and strengthen screening for migrants.
Human smugglers are clearly targeting Canada, and they are treating our country like a doormat. We call upon the opposition parties and all MPs, including British Columbia Liberal and NDP MPs, to work with our government to pass this crucial legislation.
The tough talk comes as reports surface that smugglers are preparing to ship hundreds of Sri Lankan refugees, possibly including Tamil Tiger rebels, to Canada from Southeast Asia. But the most recent shipment of human cargo is still being processed. In August, the MV Sunsea left Thailand carrying 492 Tamil migrants. It was intercepted by the Navy and boarded by RCMP at CFB Esquimalt. Figuring out who's who and sorting out their claims has cost millions of dollars.
And I believe it was in the range of about $10 million thus far that we have been reimbursed from the federal government for the cost of responding to the migrants that arrived on just that one vessel.
Of the nearly 500 migrants aboard the MV Sunsea, the Canada Border Service Agency says 138 people remain in custody, 12 on federal court stays. The CBSA says it is exercising due diligence in the screening of all irregular migrants for both security and criminal threats, and individuals will be detained until due process is completed. But Minister Toews says illegal migrants, such as the hundreds aboard the MV Sunsea, have hardened Canadians' attitudes towards refugees entering the country.
The polling after the arrival of the Sunsea indicated a serious drop in the support to our immigration and refugee system.
If we have people coming to our country on these vessels, we're not doing anything until they actually come to the shores. It shows that there is a problem with the system.
I feel Canada is a little too slack.
I think that Canada should be pretty proud of their immigration laws that they have now when you compare it to other countries. And I think that we should bolster it, not crack down on it.
Bill C-49 is in its second reading in Parliament. So far, no charges have been laid against any of the people who arrived on the MV Sunsea, despite claims that many of the migrants are connected to the Tamil Tigers terrorist group. Now, more than 300 of the people who were aboard the Sunsea have been released. Many are still going through legal processes. Today, the Canada Border Services Agency was expected to argue that a husband and wife who arrived on the MV Sunsea were a security threat. That hearing, though, was delayed until Friday. As for whether or not another ship could be headed our way and when it might do so, there are some reports, Hudson, that a ship could be leaving Southeast Asia as early as March.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that story. Astrid, thank you.
You're welcome.